found you. We came to collect. So, do you have what you owe us? If you don't, subscribe. One way or another, we will collect. But you know what? We don't even need this to threaten you. If you don't subscribe, Chuck is going to do the next video in his bikini. And that is not something that anybody wants to see. I think I threw up a little in my mouth. You will have nightmares and you will need therapy. Save yourself. Hit subscribe and give us a like. Hello, my name is Sue.
And I'm Chuck.
And welcome to another episode of You Kill My Master. So today we are looking at another Shaw Brothers movie from 1981, Martial Club. Or better known in the West, I think they call it Instructors of Death. So what is Martial Club about? It's about a Gordon Liu, master killer, 36 Chamber of Shaolin. He plays a young Wong Fei Hung. And he is part of a Kung Fu school, along with his friend, a different Kung Fu school. And they're known as the Righteous Good Schools. And they have a rivalry with the bad school.
Yes.
But they always would be on top of the bad school, to the point where the master of the bad school was really frustrated, and he comes across that there's a visiting Northern Kung Fu master. And he tricks that Northern Kung Fu master to come and help his school out because they're being attacked by these evil schools. And the Northern Kung Fu master is a righteous person, says, I will help you. But when he realized that he was tricked, he starts helping him. But he's a true martial artist. He came down to the South to experience the food and the culture, but he also wants to meet different Southern Kung Fu masters and just learn and practice and spar with each other. And the last final scene is with Gordon Liu's Wong Fei Hung fighting this Northern Kung Fu master. And one interesting thing about this movie, which I think is noteworthy, if you watch the Northern Kung Fu master, his name is Wang Wei. Now, you might not know his name, but if you watch any of the Shaw Brothers movies from the 70s, 80s, the Kung Fu movies, you see him going, oh, he's the bad guy. He always plays bad guys, right? But I think that in our generation, you might not know his name, but you know what? In our generation, we always know him as Ma Fu Yee. The first movie he did for Shaw Brothers was Shaolin Temple, and he plays the traitor, the bad guy of Shaolin Temple. So all our generation goes, Ma Fu Yee, the traitor of Shaolin, right? But he got that, from there on, he's always bad guy. This is the very few, I don't know any other movie where he plays a good guy. This is one movie where he plays a good guy. And Wang Wei, he's a martial artist. He knows how to fight, So it's good, the last scene with Gordon Liu and Wang Wei fighting. I thought it was good. But what do you think of the movie?
Well, before I get into my opinion, we should explain the beginning part of the movie, which is kind of a good setup. It's Lau Kar Leung actually explains the lion dance of what you should do, what you shouldn't do. And the scene shifts, an actual lion dance happening with the good school. And they do this elaborate tower where it's doing its thing. And of course, the bad Kung Fu school shows up with their own lion, and it's a black lion. So, which is a challenging lion. Sue can explain better than I can. But you see the dynamic between the lion, the different teams, and their lion dances. The lion dances are just like amazing. They're wild. They're like up in the air. They're doing turns, flips, and everything. And then they eventually end up fighting. So that's a great introduction between those two teams. Now, the rest of the movie is, as Sue said, it's those two schools battling. What I liked about it is it's not really bloody. There is blood, but it's not like overly grotesque,
full of gore and all that type of stuff.
Yes,
right?
Exactly. And nobody dies in the movie, which is nice, for once with these Shaw Brothers movies. And it's fun to watch. Yeah, it's really fun to watch.
Yeah, and back to the lion dance. It's not just like, oh, we're just doing the lion dance, right? Yeah. I don't know about people following tradition nowadays, but it was a tradition. We went to the same Kung Fu school.
Yeah.
Look, back in those days, in old China, old Kung Fu schools around the world, if you do a lion dance, you shouldn't be to bring out a black lion.
Black lion.
Because if you have a black lion, you're telling the world that we are the top school. We know how to fight and we challenge anyone. So if you bring a black lion, it means that you're ready to fight.
Yep.
Okay. So these are based on like the three brothers from the Three Kingdom Chronicles, and usually they'll do the white lion or the red lion, right? But black lions means that hey, we want to fight. Who's going to fight us, right? So and there's like this tradition about being humble and respectful.
Right.
You don't want to like show off. Hey, I'm higher than you and I'm getting in your face. No, it's all about respect.
It's low,
right? So and it's good that they talk, because if he doesn't, you're going to lose the art of these lion dances.
Yep.
Right. But I do like the fight scenes. I love the fact that Wong Wei actually plays a good guy, and I love the fact the last fight with him and Gordon Liu as Wong Fei Hung.
Yep.
It's like they're countering.
Yep.
It's like, oh, you're using a certain style. I'm going to change this style.
Yep.
Oh, you're forcing me into a corner, so I can't do these. Wow. Okay, I'm going to use these close range. So I like that. And again, it's a fight about like not so much we're trying to kill each other.
Right. There's no real anger in there. Yeah.
It's like true martial artists just wanting to understand and how do we learn and perfect and maybe learn something.
Yep.
And about our martial arts.
Yep.
So I like that. So for me, thumbs up.
Yeah, Sue's explanation is great. It's true that they both respect each other as far as the final battle scene, and the good team expresses all the good virtues that people, and of course the bad team all the negative virtues. But in the end, Ma Fu Yee is like the middle guy who goes in there and says, no, this is not what it's about. This is about the art itself, and that just works for me. And it's kind of like a happy ending, kind of strange happy ending, but it was good.
So find a movie. I know it's out there. Martial Club or Instructors of Death. Find it. I think it's worth watching, and we'll see you next time. Thank you for watching.
Take care.